Is this aluminum? That looks bad, really bad. I think that's aluminum. What am I doing so wrong? Or should I throw the welder away? Maybe I should just stick to spool gun. We're getting better. You're not gonna like what you see, but so I don't care to get made fun of. Tig, no bueno. I give up. I give up. Alright, so if you look behind me, I about 2 years ago bought a Tig from Harbor Freight, of course, and I've tried it with steel a little bit, but I never really have anything that I need to Tig. But I'm building right behind you, I'm building a turbo kit, and this is the blow-off valve, and it has to be welded to aluminum. So this will be my first experience ever welding aluminum with a Tig, and that's what I was going to say. If you're wanting a video to teach you the best techniques and the best tricks and the best this to do Tig welding, this is not that video. This is me learning from the get-go with no experience. And if you feel like helping me in the comments, do that. Or if you're one that wants to pick up and learn and go do it on yourself, maybe this is the video for you. I think there's a phrase, you learn from your mistakes. So you're going to see me sit here and fail, and then I'm going to learn, and you're going to learn too. Otherwise, you watch a professional that just comes in here, lays a beautiful bead, stacks of dimes, and all they say. You didn't necessarily learn nothing. You just seen him do technique. So let me get this thing set up. We'll get straight to it. And I've asked some people, they always scream clean, clean, clean. So if you see this piece right here, I've cleaned it pretty good. And from my experience with the spool gun, which is terrible, I can't tell no difference between clean and dirty. So I'll play around, we'll learn something, and I need that blow-off valve on that thing right there. So it's getting done in this video. It may not be a pretty weld. It may be tacked up there and smeared with JB Weld. But this will be connected to that soon. Let me set this thing up. Oh, I just realized that's the cover. Brand new. First things first. It's probably supposed to be done better, but you gotta get those sensitive people commenting. When I was welding steel, you could sharpen it and then you do this and, you know, it'd make a difference. I'm trying to remember how much you're supposed to set that out there. I may Google it, we'll just see what happens. Alright, it does have the foot pedal, which sucks because I don't think I can get the camera. I might later on down the road when I do. Oh, if you didn't watch my last welding video, there's a GoPro duct taped in there. So instead of me just showing you like a bunch of stuff you can't see, you should be able to see what I'm doing once I get going. And that's what, if you didn't know, surely that aluminum doesn't glow. So if you're welding steel, you see it glow, you know it's about to fall through. So from my experience with a spool gun, you'll just be chugging along and all of a sudden your metal will just literally fall up away. So aluminum is very different from what I know. I wonder if they even turn on. Yep, I got plenty of gas, unless I don't. Last thing, it was set up on a stick welder. Yeah. Man, I'll be honest, none of this stuff, I don't know what any of it means. Whew. Just gonna see what happens. Alright, so the goal is just to figure out what the crap I'm doing. So, give me a filler rod. I mean, I don't have the first clue at all. I don't care to admit that. You gotta ground it, I know that. So I'll get this camera up here when I actually know what I'm doing, but for the time being, I'm just trying to learn myself. 120 amps, which with a pedal, you're able to control that. So I don't know how much that matters. Whew. I'm about to embarrass myself. I don't know whether you're supposed to push or pull. This may take a minute. Woo! Is this aluminum? That looks bad, really bad. It's already burnt the tip off the tungsten. That's why I wasn't too stressed about making it perfect, because from my experience level, it's gonna get murdered. I think that's aluminum. I just found this laying around. I don't know what it is. It's not working good yet. The tip is. Alright, so not off to a good start. I can't tell if it's just not penetrating because the aluminum's so thick. Let's see what happens if that'll melt in. It's glowing red. I don't know if that's right. I mean, it's starting to penetrate in. It's 200 amps. Maybe that'll help. It's literally just blowing this away, so I ain't learned much yet. Maybe better. Aim straight down like that. I don't know if it just messed the aluminum up or if it made a bead. We're getting better. You're not gonna like what you see, but I'm not fake, so I don't care to get made fun of. It ain't good, but it's the first weld I've ever done. You can see up here, this is 120 amps. And down here, I was starting to figure it out, and then through there, I know it's nasty. I don't know if that's part of the dirty, what they talk about. But I mean, that is a bead, so we're getting somewhere. It's weird, it'll go on there and then you can kind of just see it fall into place. So you can see liquid aluminum. Let me practice a little more. I'm gonna try to get some thin stuff out. Gives off some nice heat. Let's see, here's thinner piece. Yeah, if you didn't watch the last video, that's what I said. I'm not a welding shop. I don't do this for a living. I don't have a metal table to weld off of. If I did it for a living, I would have a metal table, but I don't. So there's no reason. Okay, so the tungsten could look better. Boy, this is hard. I no more than pulled the trigger. And it just blew through the whole thing. I'm back on 120. Man, it looks cool. It's just deforming. I don't understand where the dirty's coming from, unless it's just the dirty material. All the people I do know stress about it being clean, like they'll talk about only using one specific brush for aluminum, not even a like sharing a brush in between stuff. See if that made any difference at all. Tough, I ain't gonna lie. Tough. See if I'm good enough to weld my filler rods together. Probably not. I did it. Man, that's tricky. They still look just as dirty as before. Let me turn the camera off, and it's gonna take a while. I ain't really doing good, if you can tell. I'm not having great luck. So, it's hard. Alright, I'm still not good. I was just trying something. I wanted it on camera. I've just been trying to lay a bead. I'm gonna try to actually put these two metals together. Not easy. It literally blows the filler material away. That's wild. All that, and it didn't make the first connection. That's incredibly hard. I gotta have something setting wrong. I hope this makes it better. If it does, I'll show you what I did. Hope so. That sounds completely different. Huh. Alright then. 130 amps, we'll go to 165. See what happens now. That's definitely different. Still ain't good. Still liquid aluminum there. Let's go back to this thick stuff and just see what happens now. Alright, it's now like time to make a phone call. I give up. I give up. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Turns out I had the right setting. I found out it was on Tig Arc, which is for aluminum, and then DC Tig is for steel, and this is not steel, but man, it just don't work for me. Until I know some more. Where's that one at? Talked to a buddy, he just said it's hard. So until I know something more, I don't know what to say. Alright, I don't remember where I left this video off, but I think I've got news. I'm not gonna say good news, but kind of excited. I got to thinking how crappy these look, I got to sending pictures to people, and a couple people said gas. I got to thinking, and I don't know if you remember, but during COVID, you couldn't get stuff. There's just nobody was working, you couldn't get stuff. So I remembered when I got that, this has been, well, if you know my white ZJ, I was building a fan shroud for it, I'm pretty sure. And this is when I first started rock bouncing. I remember I was using my spool gun, and they looked about like this. And as a joke, this before he blocked me, I texted him, Cameron, because I knew he was building a new bouncer. I was like, you want me to come weld for you, just as a joke. And I remember that now because with a spool gun, they look the same. So it's like, how do I tell what I got? Because I don't know a way to tell other than the sticker. So my buddy's like, get your MIG out. It should be 75-25 on this. This should be 100% argon. I guess I should have said that first, but that makes perfect sense. It still don't make me able to weld aluminum, but what I'm gonna do is run a bead, just run a bead across right here, swap the gases, probably purge it for a second. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna leave the lines, I guess you'd say, full. Start it and see if you can see it change during that weld. So let me get those changed. Hopefully this will steer me in the right direction. All right, you can see the ugly old gauge is hooked to the big bottle. That should be my 75-25. And I ain't gonna film the welding. It's just we're trying to prove a point here. I think it's set about right. Do a push, then a pull. Yep, just a regular weld. Now I'm not gonna cut the camera, take somebody else. Hold on. Alright, I'm not gonna cut this thing. Heck, the argon wasn't even on, that was just what was in the line. No, I didn't, I just turned it off, my bad. That one. Alright, I don't know what a weld should look like from 100% argon, but I feel like it will look as good as these. So. May take a second to get in the system too. Hope this is right. Did you hear that sound? Something changed. I think that's 100%. Wow. Huh. That looks great, but it sounds different. Just change it back out and see what happens. That's what got the conversation started. Is my buddy does welding for a living. He said he's just got bad gas for no reason. So again, being during COVID, could be. See if you listen to the change in noise, if it'll do it. So yeah, this gas is different. You can hear it right then. Well, I don't know what to do at this point. Let them cool off. So draw a line right through the middle right there. All these are 75-25, and these are the gas that we don't know about. So I'm not a welder, but some of them honestly with that gas look better than these. I don't know, but it was more brown around those welds than it was these. So the only way I know now is I got my spool gun out with an aluminum spool, and I've got it hooked to that welder and hooked to the mystery bottle, I guess we're gonna call it for now. And then if it welds good, I'm gonna hook it to my 75-25 and see if it makes an ugly weld. I'm gonna get this figured out because I just don't think I can be that bad at TIG welding. I ain't tried welding. I haven't tried welding TIG steel. I kind of have. Turn that on. Get the gas off there. I've done some TIG steel, and TIG's not easy. I know that for a fact, but I just don't think I should be this bad. Maybe it's the Harbor Freight welder. But that's funny because I did a $125 flux core welder and actually loved it. I don't know. I guess we can try spool gun aluminum to steel, see what that does. Alright, not even gonna clean it, that's just that spot through there. Got a little dingleberry on there. Alright, see what happens. Really don't look that bad. It's dirty. Again, I'm not a welder. I need a better setup, I know. I ain't even changed any settings. The weld looks good. It don't look like it's penetrating. Now we're going back to dirty. Maybe I should just stick to spool gun. That looks pretty decent. Alright, let me show you those. Guess we can do one more just to make sure. Yeah, it's not penetrating into quarter very well. I'll tell you what, one more try. I'm gonna try, if I was to try to weld that boost tube over there, if I did it in stitch welds. It's not that bad. I mean, it's just throw that TIG welder in the garbage and no more than I weld in my life, just move on with ugly welds. Alright, first ever weld right there. Definitely is not penetrating quarter, but looks pretty good. See, that would have been my second weld on the top, and that was my third weld. I pulled on it, I didn't do good at all. And then that was me trying to do like a stitch. So yeah, definitely not pretty, I get it. But at this point, I don't feel like that gas is unusable. Let's see what 75-25 does. Alright, so I don't know if air can technically stay in the lines, but all I did was turn it on. So I feel like there'll be some of that gas left in the line, and once we get going, it'll turn into that. I'm gonna try to go right across the edge right here and stay. Actually, I'm gonna go, well, I'll go right there. Well, there's your answer. So the gas ain't bad. What in the world? This one looks very bad. That's hot. So it ain't clean, but if you can see, that's very bad, very bad. So these actually ain't that bad now that I know what I know, but TIG, no bueno. I don't know what to do. So I tried TIGging steel. It's okay. No, it's not okay. I've done some TIG. I think that gas is bad. I really do. I don't know. Something ain't right. Again, I'm no expert at TIG. Like, this is probably the second time I've ever picked up a TIG. I mean, those just don't look right. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I don't expect to do better. I just don't expect them to look that bad. Keep messing up the tungsten. I just feel like that gas is not good. So this is going to keep laying here until I figure this mystery out. Either somebody's going to come show me up and weld, or somebody's going to come show me that that machine can't weld aluminum, or I'm going to get some gas. I think Justin and Mark have those bottles, so if I can give them that one for MIG and take their empty one, I hate to just throw that one away, but if I knew it was wrong or if I knew it was bad, I wouldn't care just to do it tomorrow, but I hate just to throw it away. So we're going to get to the bottom of this somehow. It's a whole project I had it shoved over there. I'm trying to do another video over there, but I've seen this sitting here and I was like, you know, I think I may just go ahead and post this video. My buddy hadn't come by and it's cold and I'm going to force him to. He's working a lot of hours, but that's why I was just looking at this stuff. There's no absolute way I can be that bad, and I just don't think that welder is that bad. Maybe it is, and that's why I want to post this, because like, I don't know. I don't care to admit I don't know, but I'm curious of your comments of what am I doing so wrong, or should I throw the welder away? I don't know. So I don't know if this is the end of the video. I'm thinking to clean that up, so it's gonna be a reset everything. So if this is the end, I would really like your opinion. If this is not the end of the video, I hope I learn how to do it soon. Have a good day, possibly. I don't know yet. I don't think you learned anything in this video.